It was good. I hate.
That was the least I could do. Get it going. You seem very amped up.
Good podcast.
Did we start?
What's happening?
Oh, okay.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and most certainly not helping you find a drink this weekend. This one can't be good.
You're not betting on this?
I am not betting on this. It should be rough.
In the keg or in
the actual fridge there.
The fridge?
Plenty o' beer.
What's the lowest score a deli's ever gotten?
1.5 DKML or a 1.
Was that the lowest one ever?
I think it was a 1 DKML. This beer,
oh Lord,
was the most unbelievably bad thing I've ever tasted in my entire life.
It was bourbon, wasn't it bourbon cask or something?
It was something. It was like it'd been stored in a dude's butthole for 7 years, and then he just pushed it all back out into a bourbon cask. They aged it for 5 more. Then they bottled it.
So you brought some competition.
Yeah, I did. This is going to be a good one. I'm pretty excited. Should be pretty good. Yeah, Dave, I meant to, I know you had brought a deli. We'll have to wait for next week for that because I'm too amped up over this.
Yep.
Particular finding the UPS guy showed up at my house and dropped off what is sure to be a winner.
The DKML was 14.2 ABV.
Ooh,
there you go.
That's a high one.
Here you have what could be the first malt liquor worthy of a glass.
Nope.
I said no one ever.
Really, was that atrocious? I've never experienced anything like
I feel like I want to try this now, just because to see how bad it was.
I think you genuinely would be like, yeah, that's the worst, and pour it out.
What was the one we had, I don't know, a month or two ago? Degrees. That one was the worst one I'd ever had.
Wow.
Terrible.
You are in luck, my friend. There is a worse one out there. Go find DKML.
Ugh.
It's atrocious.
That was one of our first ones. Like that was early in the deli series, I think.
Yeah, it was probably like year 2 of doing this podcast,
Yeah.
and it has held the torch high ever since.
10 years ago, the craft beers were still hard to get.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot more interesting segment then. Now it's they're everywhere, but it's kept us in business.
Do they come and go a lot?
Craft beers?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Like even the beer itself, like if it doesn't hit, they're just pulling that shit off the shelves and moving to the next one.
Like the limited
yeah.
run ones, like the seasonal ones?
Well, I'm not saying that, but like the one, like I'm sure they make a bunch that just go away because they don't sell a lot. And then, of course, some breweries fold because they don't do well.
The biggest tragedy being the Deschutes Wowza was there for like 3 months, 4 months.
We did like that one.
It was a low-cal, low-ABV IPA, and it was perfect. It was better than any low-cal IPA I've ever had by a wide margin. And we started stocking up on it, and then one day it was just gone. I still look for it all the time.
There was that cider that we tried last winter, I believe, and I've never been able to find that one. I found a bunch by that same place.
The Down
but
East
not,
winter cider.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find. And once it comes in, poof, it sells out like instantly.
They have a bunch of the other flavors, but not that one.
I'm aware. I know. I ended up having to order them from them and pay like $40 in shipping.
Ugh.
It was horrible. What can you do? There's a marijuana company called Tilray. And Tilray is kind of a big deal in the legal marijuana game, at least trying to be. I think they're publicly traded now. The guy who owns it, the CEO, has a very handsome name. Literally has my same name. And,
Beans?
It's funny because if you look me up, like he always shows up first.
I got that.
But he's been buying up a bunch of breweries as they're starting to like shutter. He's going after the big ones and Tilray.
That's a smart investment.
That sounds like an awful investment.
When you have a different source of income, you know the market will come back eventually. So he's just buying them on the.
I'd keep my money in the Wii game that seems to be booming, not the failed brewery game.
Yeah, maybe he'll invest in Pet Rocks soon.
That would be a good move. Yeah,
wonder if you
Pogo
could-
balls.
I wonder if you could somehow, if there's something to do with those sites that could be switched into something with.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's.
I think it's a distribution play.
Or a warehouse. Maybe like you really want like the infrastructure that's already
Right.
there.
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
we can move the
the VAT.
the vats out and
I think there probably is something to that. Like when it gets federally legal,
yeah.
then they already have
Mass
distribution.
distribution.
They have all the locations in the areas where they can
Yeah.
just turn them over. So I'm sure there is some.
He's not
some
buying it
level.
for the beer, is your
Well,
point.
I'd heard somebody
No.
tell me one time that all those vape shops you see, all those kind of places,
That's a
they're
play.
just waiting for that to just switch over to marijuana as soon as
Yeah.
it's fully legal.
I mean, that's basically it. You just
Those
wanna be in
places pop
position.
up everywhere now in the Virginia area.
and no one's fucking vaping.
Yeah, I really don't like.
I see.
There was a while where people
it
were like
exists.
vaping, like it got popular where like you'd see big old clouds of smoke.
Yeah.
But like now it's like vapors just hit pins and
They get
it's not a
Juuls and
big
stuff.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a big thing.
You used to have your contraption.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a.
Didn't you do it? You bought one, right?
Oh, I was all in for a minute there. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's got fucking dual coils, and then I was like, this one has 4 coils. Like the
Yeah,
battery.
you spent a lot of money doing that.
You jump on a fad. That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Then
I
he couldn't get the Subaru WRX, so he gave it up.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough with the gold rims.
Well, they come with a couple, I think.
Yeah, you buy a WRX, you get a free vape. I had gotten to the point where I was doing nicotine-free vape just for the flavor and the lung
the
infection.
fun of it?
Yeah, I like the lung infections. It was cool.
I remember back in the day, they would do like vape competitions. I saw like clips of it online where like
Yeah, you make a tornado.
yeah, and who
shit.
can blow the biggest cloud and all that stuff.
Did you do that while doing yo-yo tricks?
Dude, you can lay off the yo-yos.
Dude, you do that while you're doing sick burnout donuts in your WRX,
That's right.
blowing clouds out the sunroof.
I got 2 more yo-yos in the last week, dude. fucking fired up. Like I can't walk into Target and not buy a $3 yo-yo. I'm
Yeah.
back in on the Imperials now.
I
The
think
Dunkin'
Juuls are
Imperial.
like literally a couple bucks. Like it's stupid cheap.
Yeah, but Juul's got in a lot of trouble. They got too popular, so then that's who they went after. They're like Juul's marketing to kids. The entire vape industry was marketing
Yeah,
to
it's
kids.
like
I think the first flavor was cotton candy.
exactly. They're like, we got rid of cotton candy. We moved on to bubble gum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But grown-up bubble gum.
Yeah.
Hubba Bubba, not Bubba.
Like not Bazooka Joe. Didn't come with comics. We're not children.
Oh, dude, if your vape came with a little comment. We're not going after kids. What are you talking about?
I've never vaped one of those cool ass vapes.
No, me neither.
I guarantee I could dig around somewhere under the bar and pull one out if you really want to. If you really want to get hooked.
Yeah.
It's gonna
More
be awesome.
nicotine.
I probably still have some non-nicotine flavored ones. I had these.
Screw that. I'm obviously addicted to nicotine.
I mean, nicotine's awesome too. I'll give you that. I was supposed to be off today because today's one of my nose-in days, and I made it till 5. Because I was like, I'm on vacation.
That counts.
I think I just argued with myself,
Yeah.
justified it. Next week's going to be a real nightmare. Because there isn't, I've been drinking for 9 days now, I think.
At least.
Yeah.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Thursday before.
I think
week,
last
right?
week you were on a 5 or 6
Yeah.
day bender.
That's,
Yeah.
the numbers add up. It's just
No.
going.
That was a week ago. So 7 plus 4 or 5.
It's like
is-
11 or 12 at this.
So 7 days then?
yeah, nailed it.
7 plus.
Who's counting?
That's right.
Well, this is my first beer.
We're after
There you go.
Christmas.
That's right.
How was everybody's Christmas?
I think it was good. I think so. I mean, it was.
And Dave is back.
yeah,
Dave
Dave,
was
where you?
back.
You were in you were in Natalie Holloway's country,
A
right?
little red.
Yeah, I was curled up in a ball crying because I heard about this podcast.
I don't understand. What happened?
You happened. No, I came by for football, and Brendan pulls me aside like, "Hey, little buddy, we gotta talk." I'm like, "Oh no!
Hey,
are we breaking up?"
We're good friends, right?
I genuinely. So I haven't listened to that
I haven't either.
podcast. I was there.
Did you listen to the previous episode where he was saying, or maybe it was this past episode where he was like, he literally didn't remember half of the Sunday night podcast.
Yeah, that was this past one.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
That was definitely Dave's fault.
Yes. No, I thought the podcast was fine, and then post podcast, the Duke was like, "You really came at Dave." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, I thought I was just joshing around, doing my normal thing," and he was like, "No, like he's gonna be upset." And I was like, "Damn, I wonder what I said."
I didn't think it was that bad at the moment either, but then when he said that,
I kind of thought it was harder than it needed to be.
Well, if you had not said anything, or if you had said, we took some shots at you, I'd be like, all right. But when you said the Duke said we might have taken it a little tough on Dave, I was like, fuck. I went to join. I was like, this glorious run might be over for me. Like, I got roasted. I don't know what happened, but they don't like me.
Well, did you listen to it?
Yeah,
And what'd you think?
it's fine.
See? So let's talk about the fact that the Duke is a bit of a
little
pussy.
sensitive.
He's a nice guy.
He
He's
is
a
a nice
pussy.
guy.
Either Adam or Troy said, I don't think we're any harder on Dave than Dave is on himself, and I would say that's accurate.
Yeah, I don't think I was saying anything outside of what you would have done.
Right.
Yeah,
That
but
sounds
a
like
lot of
something we
people
would-
say things about themselves that I would never repeat.
Right. For sure.
Like, I don't know.
I haven't listened back to it, so I remember
I
parts of it,
listened
but
back, and it
yeah,
wasn't.
It wasn't as bad.
It didn't
as the
seem
Duke
as
made it
bad
sound.
listening back as it did in the moment.
I remember us all laughing. Like,
Yeah, because
If it's good pod, it's good pod.
Well, ultimately, I was the harshest because it all started with me.
That's how I remembered it.
do appeal your deli rating. I think that was mean spirited.
yeah,
then
see,
at the end-
I think you were the bigger dick.
And then at the end, like Brendan's talking about how much he loves you, he's throwing jokes your way, and then I'm like, "Yeah, I got him at it too." And then like y'all lost it.
Yeah, that's how I
need to go
remember
listen
that
to
being
it.
offensive, but apparently Whoppers on Whoppers is like bridge too fucking far. I just thought the joke wrote itself. I don't actually believe he puts chocolate malted balls on there because that's not enough calories for Dick.
Right, I put peanut butter and jelly on
Yeah,
there.
he puts Butterfingers on that bit.
The Whoppers would roll off. Everyone knows this.
Everybody knows that.
Yes, it's science.
just stupid. Who does that? Malted chocolate.
We got to
balls.
try once.
Yeah, that's foolish.
It was a learning experience.
Yeah, what'd you learn?
No, the Whoppers on Whoppers is a learning experience.
Okay, what'd you learn there? I don't know. Way to pod. I'm starting to agree with Troy. Jeez.
How was your trip?
It was great. It was in one of those family vacation, multiple families. I didn't plan it.
I don't know. I mean, I know
Yeah.
you do this all the time.
Yep. I had no planning. I just show up when I'm told, and it was a good time down in Aruba. It's
Jamaica.
I will highly recommend that.
Take you.
It's reasonably priced. It's safe. You can walk.
Tell that to the Holloways.
Well, there's always one serial killer on some island, but I would say your chances of getting murdered in a urban city in America are greater than getting murdered in Aruba.
Probably.
yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't know. I was having dinner with the Holloways the other night. And they were telling me
Too
that.
soon.
Is it? Because Vandersloot's already been in and out and all over. Like, I don't know that it's too soon. Turns out that dude was actually quite the killer.
Yeah.
Like, not only did he kill her, but like, he was on a run.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad we got
There's a
Dutch off the street.
there's a serial killer that I listen and watch all these crime podcasts and TV shows because I'm like a woman in that manner.
Okay.
But there's a guy that really was a prolific serial killer that I feel like isn't mainstream known yet. Israel Keys. Have y'all ever heard about him?
No.
Dude,
I
look
don't
that
think
up.
I do know him.
And there's a show on Hulu called Wild Crimes, and he's like the most recent season. But that dude was freaking crazy and quite good at his job and did some awful things. He
Born, born in
was real-
78, died in 2012.
Does he have a cool nickname?
I mean, Israel Keys isn't.
No,
cool
but I mean,
enough?
that's just his.
Oh,
that's
like
just his
yeah,
name.
I don't know
Like
if
he's
he
not
has
the
a serial
Zodiac
killer name.
killer.
Yeah.
Or he's not like.
But like he
Jack
would
the
like
Ripper.
he traveled all around the country and then would like hide kill kits, and he literally would just go kill random people for fun.
Whoa.
So like finding him was almost impossible because they're like, there's no ties to any of these people. Like it's ludicrous. But you hear about these other ones that are like, you know, handsome or shiny or something, you know, but like this guy, I don't know why he's just not popular. I'm like, this guy, there should be a movie about
How long
this
ago
dude.
was that?
It was recent, I think.
Really?
Dave's looking it up.
One of his victims was a 12-year-old Special Olympics medalist in skiing.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's pure evil.
How did they end
He
up
was
catching
married
him?
with a daughter.
Oh, Jesus.
You got to watch the documentary.
Yeah, I probably won't.
The list is too long. I can't even.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me a.
So this dude is like a legit.
Oh yeah.
serial killer.
He was yeah.
And he's been busted.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
He's off the streets.
And Vince McMahon's still out there.
Yep.
Sorry, I just found.
So anyway, you were saying that place, like it's an all inclusive place. It's the way to go.
We did not. I like all inclusive. We did not do all inclusive there, and so that did lead to a few dinners that were uncomfortable.
Hold on, then what
quite
part,
expensive.
What part were you saying was the way to go? Oh, go down to that resort and just stay
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah, we were in a non all inclusive, and it was like under $2,000 for a week,
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's awesome.
really good.
and then
Per person.
per room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then there was a supermarket within walking distance. But my big recommendation though is when you're leaving the country, when you're leaving America and there's duty free, get your one bottle per person over the age of 16.
Nice.
As it
Because
should be.
Because it's hella cheap.
Evan Williams, a liter there, was $60, and in duty free it was like $22. So
Nice.
it's a big
Oh, so you got it on the way there, so you could drink
Yeah.
cheap in Aruba.
yeah.
You just went back to the room and mixed a drink and then went back down to the pool.
No, I just had my cooler.
Nice.
Had a liter, had ice, and had ginger ales. Good to go.
Yeah, when we on our honeymoon we went to St. Thomas and we did that. Like we stayed in this resort and we went to the grocery store and bought a bunch of food and ate like breakfast and lunch in the room and then we'd go out to dinner.
Right. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend it. It was I love Caribbean vacations and islands, and
Yeah.
this one was the nicest
Yeah.
and probably borderline least expensive.
What's the name of the resort?
Well, we stayed at the Eagle Aruba. I won't bore you. There's 3 different beaches, blah blah blah. But
How many families?
It's awesome. 4.
Oh, that's fun.
Have you been to Grand Cayman?
Is that one of the?
Cayman?
Oh no,
Cayman Islands.
I've not been to that.
That's the one that I like hold because I think Caribbean islands are all the fucking same.
You're right.
And that's like there's my hot take. I actually don't think it's that special. Like they're all the same.
Well, I would say they're probably not because there's like hundreds of them.
I mean, I get it, but they're not that different to me. Like when I get out in them and when I meet the people, I'm like, all right, similar culture here. It's
Yeah.
over there. It's over there. It's over there.
Yeah, it's a laid back island culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're kind of all one and the same. So then you have to find something that's uniquely different. And Grand Cayman was the only place I ever had a local come up to me and be like, hey, let me buy you guys a beer. And I'm like, all right, what's the scam? I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
figure it out. Like then he orders me another beer. And I'm like, okay, this scam is coming.
Then I got roofied.
And then you fucked.
Yep.
No, he literally was like, hey, it was great talking to you guys. Thanks so much. He settled up the tab and he left. And I was like, wait, he didn't try to get anything from me.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
So it's the first place.
But that's all touristy places.
But usually they're trying to get you. They like, what's
Yeah,
your name?
yeah.
They carve your name in a turtle, and then you're
Yeah.
like, damn it, or a wooden turtle, I should say.
That that happens in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah, you just got lucky you found the one nice guy there. And
But he changed my whole perception of that island.
Yeah.
And then as I started looking around, I realized there wasn't as much touristy stuff, and that's because in the 70s, when everyone else started like declaring their independence from like British rule or Dutch rule and all that stuff, and then they like had to really lean in on tourism as their source of
Yeah.
the economy. Whereas the Grand Caymans were like, yeah, we'll declare our dependence, stay under that British rule, and then so they just said, all right, well, let's start putting banks there. So then they actually
Yeah, I was gonna
created.
say that's the one that's always talked about in every movie. Like,
Yeah.
move my money to the Caymans.
So because of that, they actually have an economy that's based on financial
all the
districts.
drug and other illegal money that gets siphoned.
Sure,
through
it
there.
all gets siphoned through there, but at least there is an economy that's not based solely on tourism.
Yeah,
And
So
it's
when you go there,
created
it's
a
not full
very-
of assholes.
It's a very different vibe.
Yeah.
And so that's why I asked specifically,
Well-
because that was the only place I ever felt like was a little different, and I just never been to Aruba. So
Aruba is 98% of their GDP is tourism, but everyone there is thankful for it.
Yeah.
Unlike European countries, and in fact, they make so much money, and this is all tourism. There used to be an oil industry, but I think that dried up 10 years ago. They give and I don't know the specific details, but they give every resident a piece of land that you can build on. There's free healthcare, free education. If you want to go to college, they'll fly you up to the Netherlands to go to one of their universities.
they do it right.
Yeah,
They
I
use
mean,
that money.
and everyone is so happy that you're there and very
It's
nice.
expensive to move there.
No, I think you can. I mean, if you are not. Well, we did see a few mansions in this one
Yeah.
area, but other than that, it's like 800 square foot little homes.
Yeah.
Outside of the resorts, but it's all safe. The other thing too is it's located so far south. There's no hurricanes. I think one hurricane hit them 40
Nice.
years ago.
That's really nice.
And that's it. And it's all year round. It's 80 degrees at night, 85 during the day, with a 15-mile-an-hour constant breeze. And in fact, on the other side of the island, which is a wildlife preserve or a national park, or whatever, all of the bushes grow sideways, east to west,
Oh, because of
Because of
the
the
because it's a
wind.
15-mile-an-hour wind. During a storm, you'll get gusts up to 22 miles an hour. or something
Ooh,
like that.
brutal.
Yeah.
You see kite surfers down there?
No, it's weird because the side of the island that is more protected, where all the sand develops, it's flat. There's like no waves, and the other side of the island it just gets hit by that wind all the time, and
The
there's
leeward
crazy
side.
waves, and there are no. It's all national park, which you're allowed to access, and they have natural pools, and we did that tour and all that stuff, which was awesome.
I'm just trying to figure out this whole kite surfing thing. It's been like ever since I saw people doing it, I'm like, I want to do that, but I've never had the balls to like go for it. Want to check it out. I did watch a guy kite surfing a couple years ago. I was down in South Carolina, and I watched him come detached from his kite, and I watched his kite fly off, and he was way out in the water. And he was so depressed. He came in, he looked so dejected. He was running down the beach trying to.
I got a buddy who got into it hardcore. I haven't talked to him in years, but he would travel all over doing it.
Yeah, I know a guy at the gym who does that.
Why
Like, I
would you
was like,
travel?
There's
All you need is a wind. You just go to Virginia Beach, call it a day,
why
So
do
you-
surfers go find other breaks?
because there are better waves at different locations.
There's better wind.
There's better wind
Really?
and better waves.
Yeah, there's better conditions. This dude was going down to like Honduras for a week with his family for the holidays, and they were just kite surfing. I
That
don't
dude
know.
was buying drugs. Or
He's also a
prostitutes.
preacher, so I don't think so. I don't
mean-
know. That actually could cover.
Then why the hell did you go to Aruba to vacation? There's a beach right 2 hours from here.
Thank you, Troy. Let's get into his ass.
I mean, this is
He's a
this is a
dick.
dumb argument. Like, why would you go somewhere else when you could just like? I would rather kite surf in Aruba than in freaking Virginia Beach.
Call the Duke, because I'm about to call this dude some names.
But why travel the world if the sole excuse is to kite surf? If you want to travel the world and you bring your kite surf with you, that's cool. But to say I'm doing it because I need to kite surf here,
You need to lay on the beach there. I don't.
Yeah.
every beach is different.
This argument.
Okay,
is so
that's
weird
the
to
whole.
me.
So is every kite surfing location off the beach.
No,
The waves are different. The waves are different in Virginia Beach as in Outer Banks in
The view,
Florida,
the
like,
view's
yeah.
different.
I guarantee you that guy isn't fucking Brody from Point Break looking for the 80-foot wave.
Okay, I don't even understand.
This
his
is such a
argument.
weird take. Why go kite surfing? I mean, I said around the world. I don't know where he goes. I mean, different places. But I guess there's no need to go anywhere.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would actually just never leave my couch. Not in the
Why
morning
would you even go to the beach? Because it's windy here at times.
You're making it sound like golfers that want to golf at every different
Yeah,
countries.
great point. Why do that?
Because they are totally different.
No,
But you're
Golf is
literally
golf.
talking about
It's just-
water
it's
and
just
wind.
grass.
Golf. Well,
You-
it's
you
just
hit a ball,
grass.
you
You're
hit
hitting
a
a ball.
So
Yeah.
I don't know anything about kite surfing, but there's a surfing element, right?
There doesn't have to be. Some people
like,
like it to be.
you can do
calm
it on
with great
ponds.
wind.
Right, but when you're doing it on the wave, wherever the waves are, that are different.
Yeah.
that could make the whole experience different.
Yeah, because some people jump off the waves
Right.
and stuff. Like
So I
you're
think-
not where it's
I
crashing.
don't think
where
it
the
has anything to
surfers
do
are.
with
You're
the
out
wind.
past
It's
that.
probably more to do with
No,
the
it
waves.
has everything to do with
Well, you just said
No, I'm saying moving to different.
you
wanting to go
said
somewhere
Aruba
else.
has 15-mile-an-hour winds all the time, so much that the plant life is affected by
Which
it.
is why I asked, because that's great.
That would be a great
Like,
place to go kite surfing.
you know you're going to get this steady wind the whole time. That sounds like a really good place where
I
if I
think
don't
Dave
have to
was
deal
happier
with
with a
gusts.
mustache.
The angle is so weird. Like, just the weird counter argument. Like,
I mean, I go to different breweries.
why? There's beer right down the road.
those are different recipes.
Okay, well, God's recipe for the wind is different. I don't know what to tell you. There are places where it's gusty.
I don't even get in the water in the Atlantic Ocean, like at Virginia Beach. I will stand there and look at it and be in awe, but like, if I go to Aruba, I'm getting in that crystal clear freaking water. Why? It's water.
Well, the culture on the boardwalk and in the restaurants is different. It's not different in the wind and in the water.
That's not true.
I guess this guy's whole point was he was actually staying in a compound for like kite surfers, so there was like a camaraderie thing. They were all cooking like as a community.
They had
It was-
altar boys.
I don't know why he's but so
I mean,
like,
I get it.
it was where they set up these cool shacks out on the water, and his whole family had
Sounds
to have
dumb.
different
It just
bungalows.
sounds really like a waste of time.
You would go up to the main
Yeah,
house and
don't
they
know
were
why you do
cooking
that.
for everybody. Like he
There's
was
wind
going
anywhere.
He was going for the adventure
water
of the
everywhere.
whole thing. I guess
Most
you know
of the
the more
world's
I
water,
think about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a moron.
Yeah.
I'm a moron. It sounds horrible to be amongst a bunch of
Well,
like-minded
what
people.
you just said now is different than what you posited the first time.
Oh, look, he said
No.
posited. Like now I'm supposed to be impressed.
Lawyered.
Lawyered.
Objection! Hearsay!
Your idea of going and doing your hobby elsewhere is stupid. Me, though, when I do it, it makes sense. Okay.
I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree here, huh?
If you want to travel the world and you also bring your
He
kite
does. He
board,
also brings it.
that's great. But to say I travel the world for the sole purpose of doing it in other locations, I don't buy.
All right. So Google AI says for reasons to kite surf in different areas. Says,
Oh.
Yes, there are several reasons to kite surf in different places.
Wrong.
Primarily due to variations in wind conditions, water types, flat water versus waves, weather patterns, scenery, and the level of challenge you are seeking.
Wind is the same and water's the same everywhere.
It's all H2O.
Yeah. Show me water that's not H2O.
I don't think it exists.
Yeah. Get out of here.
I just see guys
tried.
catching 30-foot air in Virginia Beach, and
Do you understand the allure of deep sea fishing in different parts of the world or offshore fishing in different parts of the world?
I understand why people do it.
But yet you don't understand why kite surfers do it. But you understand why surfers would do it.
Yes.
So it's just
They're-
kite surfers. In your mind, kite surfers are dorks. They just
No, I don't
But kite
think that at all.
surfers, like,
I don't think that at all.
play off the waves. So the same reasons that surfers go to different places, kite surfers.
But
do
that's what I was
but
trying to
kite
say
surfers
earlier.
don't ride the rip curl and shit like that.
no, they do not.
No, but they jump
So-
off the waves.
Right.
They,
You can do that off the wake of a boat in a lake.
that's not the same as an 8-foot wave.
You got to, like, if a place has sets that come in 100 yards out, then you could jump and you land in flat water. If they're only 20 yards out, then you're going to jump and you could possibly come into a wave. There's got to be different conditions out there. It just seems logical to me. I don't. I'm going to let you ride, Dave. I'm going to let you ride because
It's making me sad.
I can't spend
It does. It's
You
such
guys,
a-
you guys just want me to agree with everything you say, and we don't have anything to talk about?
No, I
I'll
don't.
do
I
that.
just don't think
No.
that's just a weird.
It's just an odd take. That's all.
I like arguing the odd take.
I think you would. All right. Can you settle an argument for me? And I don't want to.
I agree with you, Brendan. All right, next topic.
All right. He gets it. All right. No, here's one that I'm trying to wrap my head around. So we got a buddy who owns Rock Dingo Woodcraft.
Yes.
Oh, I do agree with you on this.
And he put out a very nice post on Facebook thanking all of his customers and thanking everybody for a great year. and he was talking about his Christmas trees.
He
that
makes
he's-
custom wooden Christmas trees.
Well, wait.
Decorations, it looks like.
Yes.
Can we
little-
get back to his comment though, or from today?
Well, he did say who's getting spit roasted, which is actually what made me think of it, because spit roasted can go a couple different ways
Yeah.
too, and one of which is someone's just getting crushed, like i.e. Dave, like
What's
right now.
what's the first thing you think of when you hear spit roasted?
I think a cock in a mouth and a cock in a vagina.
Yes,
I
would
think of
agree
a
with that.
chicken because I'm
Never heard
chubby.
of that before.
You've never heard that.
Oh,
You live a better life than.
Is this what we're talking about?
Yes.
okay. So you see these mini Christmas trees my man posted.
And ornaments.
So he posted these little Christmas trees. Now, strangely, I'm sitting at my brother-in-law's house.
What's the Facebook page for our listeners to go check out? Go look. He makes great stuff.
He does. He makes beautiful
I never
stuff.
heard of it, so I'm just looking this
Yeah.
up for the
Go
first time.
check
on
his Facebook
Rock
page out,
Dingo
like it.
Woodcraft LLC. He's got some really, really nice things on
He
it.
made our custom bottle openers. We didn't even ask for.
Yep, that's on there.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll
it's just
probably laser etch your OnlyFans page on it too.
So he showed
on the
his,
Christmas trees.
he showed these
on the
little
ornaments.
these little Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Now, my approximation of these Christmas trees, I think he's trolling a little bit here.
I don't know.
Okay, well then allow me to be the first to tell him. Those are butt plugs.
He has to know, right?
The ones that are like balls, like ribbed, like those go pop, pop, pop when you take them out. That's why you do that. That's it. That's the sound you're looking
Dave
for.
just took his out.
And
Right on mic.
And a properly done one will pop.
Yeah.
Don't ask me any further questions. Just allow me to tell you it's
Objection! Hearsay!
Paint the picture.
No more questions, Your Honor.
it's same with anal beads. I like anal beads that actually start small
Yeah.
and grow larger. Not
Yeah.
for myself, but there's been I've had a long life. I've had a long life. And you can get a it happens.
Just don't pull it like you're starting a lawnmower.
No, they hate that. They hate that.
That's advanced.
But my man's got some beautiful
Christmas tree?
butt plugs.
Wooden ones.
But he put them out there as Christmas trees, and I'm like, I can't figure this out because it is a very heartfelt message.
Yeah, he put a heartfelt professional message out there.
They look less like trees than butt plugs.
So
Yes,
it occurred to
that's
me.
true. They really don't look like trees at all.
I didn't even read I was just scrolling through the picture. I was like,
So it occurred to me that they were butt plugs, but then I go to Christmas at my brother-in-law's house, and they had all these little trees,
I've seen those little Christmas trees.
and they
but
had little stands on the end.
you should have taken pictures of them.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe people have these. Then I started looking around our house.
There are some trees that are shaped like that.
Yes, and now I'm wondering, is it genuine? And he just walked into this? I don't think so.
No.
Well, we know he'll listen.
He's got a great sense of humor.
Yes.
I believe he was just trolling people. But it's an interesting way to do it because he's trolling while saying thank you so much for a great year. I
Yeah.
love my valued customers. It was like hashtag thankful.
Yeah.
If it was like hashtag leave it in,
yeah.
I would know, but I'm genuinely confused.
Hashtag I'm about to make some with some light up bases.
He didn't address that one comment though.
He didn't address any of them except one dude was like hey, I'm still waiting on my shit. And he was
What
like,
did the-
he's
what-
like, yeah, I
what's the
tried.
comment you're
It's on
speaking
its
of,
way.
Dave?
So one guy named Mike said, "You have anything more fist shaped than a black walnut?"
So there are other people that saw it our way.
So Mike gets it
that's amazing.
in a black walnut.
There's some other people who see
Andy
it our
knows
way.
his wood.
Yes, he does.
Trust me, you know your wood long before you get to that stage of the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, that's
And these ornaments have a handle. Like that is a handle.
I understand.
How is that
what-
an ornament? It doesn't even have anything to hang from it.
Right. There's no hole on the handle or the more bulbous part.
Yeah.
So we agree. He's just got a tremendous sense of humor.
Yes.
That's what I would think.
That's what I'm hoping.
yeah.
Or his Christmas trees. Well, they look
He's
a lot
really,
like butt plug.
really sheltered. and has
Next
no
month, he's
idea.
going to have a hand turned wooden cucumber just for the gardener in your life.
Yes, yes. That's very veiny for a cucumber. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
That's a good one.
I might get a couple Christmas trees because I don't think my wife would have any idea what she was looking at. I think it would be hilarious to kind
Dude,
of
if you
just.
put like 3 of those on your mantle and just waited.
That's what I'm saying, and then just see like who in the house reacts because then
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, you're grounded.
Yeah, if the daughters react, then
Yeah, your daughter's boyfriends come over and 2 are missing.
Whoa.
that would be bad.
Yeah. No.
Be a good test.
Yeah. Test to see how much my fist can take. Fuck that kid's
A
face.
black walnut one?
No, it was a punch joke. It was a punch. Never mind. I realize now. The context of the conversation makes it. Yeah, really, I can't say anything at this point. I'll just have to let that go. Fail. That sucked. Well, yeah, good job, Rock Dingo. Those Christmas trees are nice.
Yeah, so to let you know, Rock Dingo, when we first saw it made it on our group text.
And this is like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and we're like, does our buddy know what's going on over here? So we're just now getting around to bring it up. But you're definitely talked about.
Well, everything else on his page is just beautiful,
Yeah.
It is
legit,
really nice.
That's what throws
Yeah.
me for
high
a loop.
quality. And these are super high quality. But
Yeah. Oh, they're the nicest
nicest-
Christmas trees I've ever seen.
Standing.
They're
by-
beautiful works of art.
They're something. I like.
Are they
them.
comfortable?
I don't know.
Well, you seem to be the expert. And
And
I
they-
know he sends free stuff in.
And they
I've never
actually,
used a butt plug, and I have no intentions of using
they
it.
come in a natural finish, but these are showing you which ones have been used.
No, and the thing is, some of these clearly I think could be Christmas trees. It's the ones in the middle, the ones on the ends. I think you could get away with,
Yeah.
but I also
Maybe
think,
it's dual use.
I just think that maybe there's a couple Christmas trees, couple butt plugs in that picture. That's what I think is happening here.
Well,
Or somebody ordered Christmas trees and he gladly made them.
yeah.
It's like those
Without ever
realtors.
occurring to him.
Yeah.
Those realtors that in their listings they'll like take a picture with a mirror in the background and they'll be naked, and they see how many of those they can sneak into their listings.
Or the guy, or like the Facebook Marketplace guy selling the toaster, and he's naked in it. You know, like,
In the reflection.
yeah. Did you know?
I would tell our listeners if you need any kind of woodwork, I would go to Rock Dingo. This dude, and it's growing. He's got new CNC machines.
Yeah.
Like the whole company is
Butt plug
growing.
wing is growing.
Dude, he does some one-off shit. The cutting boards are gorgeous. There's a lot of things but he does great work.
I think after this, he's
I just
going
wanna
to
bring
move a
it
lot
to
of
his
these
attention.
Christmas
All of a
trees.
sudden, he's going to get a lot of orders.
I just want to bring it to his attention that don't make those 50%
Well, I mean, you
off
don't wanna
just because
go-
it's the off season. There's no off season for that.
You don't want to go ordering Christmas trees on your shared Amazon account because then your family will see it. But you can go to Rock Dingo and get your custom Christmas trees, and nobody will know.
Yeah, and your wife won't walk straight for a week. Fucking good Christmas trees. I don't know.
Maybe
I
she'll
just,
walk perfectly.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring it up. I was concerned. I'm sure he'll let us know.
Yes.
But I think we're interpreting this right. I think he's got a great sense of humor.
Yes.
It was the heartfelt message that threw me off. It threw me off. If he hadn't written so much nice stuff, it just... And that leads me...
That was
there's
that was a sell.
I do believe there is an off chance that somebody was like, I want these little Christmas trees, and ordered them, and he just made them, and maybe he's oblivious to it.
Well, have you seen the ice molds of those Christmas trees?
No.
So there's an ice mold of a... I don't know if it's an ice mold of a butt plug or an ice mold of a Christmas tree, but I saw a video of like a grandma taking it
Oh,
out.
that was a
and
good video.
Put it in the glass, like talking about how she had bought this decorative Christmas tree ice for her drinks.
I love it.
And like the younger kids are like, the young adults are like, okay.
You could do that with ice?
You can make ice any shape.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so cold?
I'm
though?
saying you shouldn't do it. I
Wouldn't
don't.
that numb you up? I mean, isn't that defeat the... Never mind. I can't do this. People listen to this. I know.
I bestow this Christmas tree onto you.
And in you.
That'd be a weird one to pass down to your kids after.
Oh yeah,
as you get older.
Yeah, you die and
This
they
is
find
one of my favorite ornaments.
Damn.
If you pass one of these down, your kids already found the vibrator years ago.
Grandma and Grandpa loved Christmas.
Yes, they did.
They had achy shoulders, apparently.
They had a whole lucite case full of these Christmas trees.
Tons of these things.
Just kept out with
All
they were
different shapes and
backlit.
sizes and colors.
We'll put them
By
out
the
every
season.
year. Smell like shit. Every time we unpack the Christmas trees, someone gets pink eye. What is that? You think there's a correlation?
I think something's died up here in the attic.
Speaking of things that smelled like they've died, it's 40 minutes.
Look at him watching the clock
wow.
for us. Okay, have I got a deli for you?
Oh Lord.
Been excited all day for this. That's why I made sure I got here.
Is this why you came over?
No,
But it was,
but I was intrigued.
it fell into the yeah, good. So
Is it in here?
it's in there. It should be ice cold.
Probably tainted everything else in there.
I think it's going to be fine. The world debut, and I think
Do we need to open 3 of these, or do y'all want to split one?
I'm drinking the fucking thing.
I'll drink one. I don't.
I am excited about this. I paid a boatload of shipping and handling to get these brought in.
Could be my New Year's resolution to never drink another one.
Yeah.
I am ecstatic about this opportunity to try the one and only, never to be found anywhere else, I am sure, Jepson's Malort Spritz.
I think you lied. These are not ice cold.
They're icy cold. I don't know, dude. It is
ice-ish cold.
It is made in collaboration with Maria's Packaged Goods and Community Bar. I think
Made in cahoots with money launderers.
All right.
Look, I can use my one of my new Christmas presents.
It doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like death.
Nope, but Malort doesn't smell like death.
No, it smells good.
It does. So this
Ingredients: filtered water, Jepson's Malort liqueur, lime juice, natural grapefruit flavor, hibiscus flower, sea salt, citric acid, sugar, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzate.
Don't open that can.
So I got a description I found on Liquor Bar for this.
4.75.
It says, dusty salmon pink. Wait, no, is this the right one? Yeah. Okay. All right.
this is special.
Dusty salmon pink color, aromas and flavors of pink grapefruit sorbet, cranberry cocktail, and hints of sliced cucumber with a satiny, vibrant, off-dry, light to medium body and a smooth, interesting, medium-length finish with suggestions of rhubarb and grapefruit pith. A balanced citrusy quaffer with pleasingly bitter grapefruit flavor. Is that what you guys taste? I haven't had a sip yet.
Okay, 100%.
Nailed it.
Very grapefruity.
it.
Very grapefruity.
I don't like.
They really played into the grapefruit angle of Malort, but there is no denying
Is it? Oh,
the aftertaste.
It doesn't smell that bad.
Because I've smelled it. I'm very aware. The smell is great. The flavor is great. It is a special treat. And it still somehow hangs on like...
That is 100% Malort.
That is Malort.
It's way better.
It's way
than
better.
a shot of Malort.
Way better.
Way better.
Way better. Adam, have a shot of Malort. And
I've had shots of more with you.
okay, but I'm saying...
I think I like that better than this.
No.
Wow.
This is not... Oh, it's sticking around, but it's a...
This has other things that are offensive to me.
This has a lot going on.
I definitely think I like the shot of Malort better than this.
This
That's
is
crazy.
50% as offensive as a shot to me.
This, I feel like this hangs on even longer.
It's there.
Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
For me, it's not the dead bodies.
Oh God, it's actually...
It's the
It doesn't go away.
It tastes like what I imagine a grapefruit scented Glade plug-in would taste.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
It
That's
tastes
a
like
good description.
Tastes like cleaning solution.
Grapefruit scented cleaner.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does not taste like socks and corpses.
Yeah.
but it tastes like a cleaning product to me, and it's horrible.
I agree with Dave.
I think I'd take a coffee drink over this.
Jepson's Malort Spritz, boys.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So this stuff, it doesn't cost a lot for the can, but boy, howdy, to get it smuggled out of Chicago and into this bar takes a lot of money.
Overhit.
How much is it for a 4-pack?
I don't recall because I ordered 4 bottles of Malort and 2 4-packs of this.
See, on the website I'm on, Liquor Barn, it's $18.99 for a 4-pack.
Okay, yeah, and then I paid a boatload of shipping on top of that.
$19.
And that's
for a
actually where I got
4-pack
it
of
from,
this.
was Liquor Barn. Liquor Barn is the loophole for getting booze shipped
Is it?
to you.
Interesting.
They don't label it as booze. They just say it just says warehouse on the return label. Doesn't say Liquor Barn, doesn't say anything, but you do have to sign for it.
Does that smell Malort? Is that what I'm...
Yeah. All the things you're saying. The smell is actually great.
Yeah.
It smells like a really nice grapefruit drink.
It is awful.
You need to give this to Ray. See what he can do with it.
Oh, Ray already made a way better drink than this.
Ray made
Oh,
a
I'm
great
saying,
drink
like,
with
yeah.
Malort. He
What could he do?
He could crush it
Yeah.
with this.
Dave, you seem to have
I still
opinions.
think-
You want to go first
I
here?
think Malort's better.
I think I hit the nail on the head as far as I'm concerned. It tastes like cleaning solution. What hangs on is a chemical cleaner, not funk and asses. It's like I don't know.
Tagline.
I don't know.
It's very fake tasting.
Yeah.
Synthetic.
But I think that's Malort in general. Malort has a very...
But to me, Malort tastes more like death, where this tastes
Right.
more synthetic and more chemically. And, take a pull off that.
I'm thinking about it. I was just trying to smell it.
He's just working through...
So I would never spend $1 on this except to haze people.
Yes. Yes, I agree with that.
So it's a 1.
I really want to try to finish this, but
I don't think
every
I-
sip is...
I would only finish it to haze myself.
Yeah.
I'm finishing mine.
I agree with everything Dave said. I wouldn't give it a 1. I don't mind the grape. I don't mind grapefruit flavor. So to me, this grapefruit is working its ass off, cutting that Malort flavor.
Yeah.
Like it's doing more than it's been asked to do. This isn't nearly as bad as Malort, in my opinion. It's 50% of the gross. So I give it a 1.5.
Okay, I'm going to jump in.
Now,
It's
there's going to be
sugary.
some home cooking here.
There is, of course there is. But I have had more shots of Malort than everybody in this room combined.
Yep.
Like I am forced to drink Malort way more often than I would like because it's part of my shtick. So over time, you get to the point where you're like, Corpse's toes are kind of good. All that being said, the grapefruit here and the sugar really works hard. The hibiscus and the lime are somehow lost in that whole equation.
Well, I'm getting the hibiscus almost exclusively. Like it overpowers, and I think that's the cleaning product.
Maybe it is. But I taste
Well, don't forget Malort already has a earthy, isn't that what they botanical?
God. Okay. So as
you are going to finish this just so you can be like, I'm Malort proud.
yeah.
I'm not that proud.
I don't know. I could take another drink.
I'm going to go.
It's hurting him.
I mean, it's not great. I'm between a 1.5 and a 2.
Wow.
You can't give it a 2.
Oh, I can. Because of how much sugar and grapefruit they put in it. I think they did a good. So I'm looking
You're
at it.
comparing it to the base liquor, and you can't do that. Standalone drink. You go to a bar and you're like, give me your favorite thing here, and they pour you this. They don't tell you it's Malort. They tell you it's from New Jersey. What are you going to grade it?
You really think this is better than a shot of Malort, Brennan?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah,
It's definitely better than a shot of Malort.
everyone agrees with that.
Not me.
Adam.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it through Dave's lens and you really take the fact that it's Malort out of it and just
You
the
can't
drink itself.
because it still tastes like Malort.
Yeah.
That you cannot undo that.
I want to give it a 2, but I'm gonna have to say that my mouth funk that's hanging on
Yes.
screams 1.5.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 1.5.
Yep.
But it's the highest 1.5 I've ever graded.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's about the way I can put it.
So what do we got? We got 1.5,
1.5,
1.5,
1.
and 1.
Come on,
Oof.
go for
This
it.
is real bad. Like, we've had some bad stuff, but this takes the cake. I like the smell of it. Smell is nice. You know,
Brendan finished.
I like doing Malort shots because it's funny, but this is not funny. It's not fun. There's nothing good about this. I'm really struggling to even find a reason to give it a 1.5. So I will go 1 also with
Yep.
And there you go. That nets out at a
125.
125.
That may be almost as low as the DKML.
if not lower.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Well,
I don't want to finish it. Do you want mine, Brendan?
nope.
A real Chicagoan would have finished both of ours.
Mine's done.
Oh,
I'm
Mine's
just saying,
done.
here's an
That's because
almost
he's from
full
Phoenix.
one.
that's why I don't know why'd y'all open them.
We were hoping for better.
I don't know, but I am going to.
Nobody else is going to drink it.
Well, there's only one left.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, there's 5 left.
Oh, that's right.
I got another 4-pack, boys.
Nice.
Another $20.
Gotta
Holla.
save on shipping.
Spent $40.
That's exactly right. I got
8 Malorts.
four
Yeah.
bottles of Malort and 8 spritzers, like $5,000.
The Malort was worth it, not this.
But these will get used. I'm certain of
And
that.
bets,
and
dares, and challenges,
many a things.
Yeah.
Many a thing.
but not for pleasure.
Look,
Could use it to rinse off your butt plugs. I mean, your Christmas trees.
they are Christmas trees, Dave, until we're told otherwise. Oh God, it's burpy
worth
too.
coming back up.
If you soak your Christmas trees in there,
Clean you out.
give you a little buzz.
Ugh, even the Coors Light tastes funky right now.
Yep. Everything's
That's
a
what
little
my Lord does.
okay.
It wrecks your palate.
Next topic. Move on. So this holiday season, we did something a little. We've been doing it for the last few years, but this year we went pretty deep, and I was excited about it. You know, I know Troy, you've done this in the past. We've done this in the past where we leave out a bin of like Gatorade,
Yeah.
and like chips and
Yep.
snacks and things, and usually we put like a makeshift sign for delivery drivers
Yeah.
because this time of year they work their ass off.
Yeah.
They really do. And we just, my wife was like, you know, they come here every day, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
We should do something for them. So we started doing this a few years ago.
I'm actually surprised you don't break off 20s for them.
I've been breaking off a lot of 20s the last
Because a lot of people tip, their mail delivery person or something like that.
I haven't had a good, consistent mail delivery person.
know.
I feel like I get 4 or 5 during
Yep,
the
yep.
year. And then during the holidays, it gets broken up. And when I was leaving tips, I felt like the wrong motherfucker was getting the tip. Like I was like, I've never seen that person. Damn it.
Yeah.
And then that person is rich. So I stopped doing that and started doing the.
Yeah, leave the treats.
And my wife got this new sign this year that I really liked. It's actually, it says like, thank you, delivery drivers, like real big. And it was like, thanks to your hard work and dedication, you're bringing Christmas to this house.
Yeah.
Have a snack and a drink on us. And then there's the bin there. And it's actually been great. And this year,
Do they get paychecks?
yeah.
That's weird.
You're such a cunt. Really.
They should not get a pack of nabs and
Yeah.
a soda.
Like, what the
They're
fuck?
already getting compensated for
I
their
mean, you're
work.
acting like, oh, if it wasn't for you, Christmas would be ruined.
No, that's the sign. My wife got a very nice sign. It used to
There
be.
would be no Christmas without those motherfuckers in my house.
They are Santa.
I mean, they are bringing 80% of the shit that we're getting.
Someone with a license would take that job.
Yes, and then that person should get it. What? Dave,
Just
what
move
is
on.
that? Dave Hot Take.
Not even a hot take.
That is who he is this week, and I kind of like it. This is why he's
Best third mic in the business.
nope.
I'm just worried you're like one sign away from thank you for your service.
No, I'm not. Unless I know they're a veteran, and then sure, take 2 veteran.
Yeah, but to Dave's point, they're getting compensated, right?
they are.
The veterans. So now we got to thank them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Dave, you are right. Why are we going out of
Yeah.
our way to honor people who we appreciate their efforts?
That are already getting paychecks.
yeah,
Get outta
Now
here.
I see it.
Yeah,
now I see
nah.
it.
It's like thanking cops when all they ever do is give me tickets.
Are you speeding?
Not all they do.
Pretty sure that's all.
The
they do.
hate coming out of this motherfucker. Hate.
Did you leave all your fun in Aruba?
He must have.
I just call it like it is.
Okay, so we leave this thing out, and this year we.
I don't have a problem with cops or delivery drivers. Let me put that on record.
Yeah, I don't.
Or veterans.
No, I'm kind of
Yeah.
good with all of them.
Yeah.
That Cyril, Israel, whoever,
Yeah,
I'm not
Israel
cool
King.
with him.
No,
tips.
Not so good with that.
Yeah.
No Doritos, no Gatorade.
Yeah.
Fuck him. That's where I draw my line. But delivery drivers, helping
Yeah.
out. And now the advent of the Ring cameras and the Nests and all those
Yeah.
things, they see that thing and
Yep.
they're always like, thank you, Merry Christmas. And when they're grabbing
Yeah.
the stuff, it's actually great. We get to see. And like my
The
wife
appreciation.
loves it. Like
Yeah.
I'll run in and be like, hey, check out this one. This one's great. And like you'll see people like start whistling or like get happy. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You do this, Troy. You've had nothing but good experiences.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Did I talk about this?
No,
I haven't talked about this?
I think that's why he's bringing it up.
Holy Lord.
But I mean, you've had good
I thought for
experiences.
sure I'd
with
already
it, right?
lost my mind. No.
No, because you have what you do is you
No.
get to see on the Ring
No.
camera or the Nest, right? You get to
Yeah.
see
The happiness
the
that
joy,
you're-
and I like that. That's
Yes.
a good thing.
In theory.
do you agree
I agree.
that tipping these people,
Yeah.
and now you get to see it. It's really taken on. It makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
It does.
I like
that,
it.
that should extend to other people that aren't delivery drivers too, right, Brendan?
No, our sign says delivery drivers
Yes.
I thought anybody that comes to your door.
and veterans.
Okay.
And cops.
No, you cops better not be at my door.
Why not, Brendan? Are you anti-cop?
Are they bringing packages?
Yeah.
I don't.
Thank
I'm not
you,
gonna-
thank you, everyone, but ATF agents. Fuck off.
Yeah, so
But you enjoy it, right? You do this, Troy.
we enjoy it, except for the world we live in now where you would think people would know better. We got a little shitbird kid that lives a couple doors down that stole some shit last year, and I talked to him. And then the first day we put stuff out, he came up 3 times and took stuff off.
Again this year.
Yes, again this
Really?
year. The last one, I lost my
Yeah, this
shit
one's
on
good.
him. I came out the door, busting out the door. He was in the street, and I was yelling at him, "Hey, stop stealing from my porch! I'm coming down there and talking to your parents and all this stuff." And he just wandered away, and I went down there, and the mom was like,
Fat and happy. Let him go.
she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll have his dad talk to him. Do you want me to repay you for any of this stuff?" And I'm like, "No, that's not necessary. What's necessary is keeping your kid from stealing stuff off my porch." So that was insulting enough. Then like a week later, get the doorbell motion detector in the Ring, and there's 2 Verizon salespeople at my door. And I'm at work, so I don't check it every time the damn thing goes off. It goes off all the time during the holidays, so I can't stop what I'm doing at the time. And so I go back and look, and when we didn't answer the Ring, the 2 people were looking around. The girl's like measuring herself up next to my holiday decoration, my abominable snowman. She's like, "Am I taller than this thing?" And he's like, "Oh, no." And then he's like, "Oh, look, they have snacks. I want some." And he grabs some. I'm like, "You son of a bitch." And we have the sign that says, "Thank you for all our delivery driver friends. Thank you for all you do." Da, da, da. Like 2-3 hours later, those 2 same son of a bitches circled back, and the girl just walked up and grabbed shit.
Hold on. Did they ring the doorbell again
No.
trying to make the sale?
No.
Did your
Just came back for snacks.
Did
Yep.
your wife post that on Nextdoor?
I did. No. I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I posted it on Facebook. I didn't post it on Nextdoor. Is it on Nextdoor?
I would have thought that I would know that it was you, but it's not clicking. I think it might be. I think it might be going viral.
That would be awesome because I tagged Verizon in the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
post and the second post. I talked to him. I talked on the phone to somebody. I made a big to do over it. And in Verizon's defense, I feel bad for them because I'm sure these assholes are third party contractors, but they're rocking Verizon shirts that say Verizon
Hey,
on them.
good enough for me. They're Verizon.
So I'm like, Verizon, get your people in check. And I never Never heard anything
Or
back.
you're not going to hear anything.
And I probably won't hear anything back. But yeah, it's like these people are out there busting their ass. And
The
then-
salespeople.
No, the freaking delivery people. Oh, and to top it all off, I already give Verizon $1 million a month. Like, they have all my money. Like, that everything we do is
Oh, you actually have Verizon
Yeah.
service. There's nothing
So-
you could have bought.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Maybe they were coming by to lower your bill.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Dude,
But did I overreact?
No.
Okay. The first time when they come by
My
and they just-
jackass lawyer friend, not Dave, on my Facebook page goes, "What exactly did they take?" And I was like, I was waiting for you to chime in because he's always doing what lawyers do and counter arguing. Like, because I know his argument
I'm
would
not
be
familiar.
I know his
Objection. Hearsay.
I know his argument would be like, well, you left it out for people.
But it says delivery drivers.
Yes.
And delivery drivers are the people who are bringing your gifts. Verizon
Yes.
people are soliciting, and you
Yes.
have a no soliciting sign.
I don't know if I do or not.
I feel like you did it one time.
I might have.
So like,
But that doesn't stop everybody
Yeah.
has those, and that doesn't stop anyone from anything.
no,
And they love neighborhoods like mine because
it's easy.
the houses it's an older neighborhood, so the yards are small, the houses are close together. And you walk down the street, you can knock out 10 houses in a half an hour. Where if you go to a larger neighborhood, you're going to spend 5 minutes walking up the driveway.
Yep.
So I think at first, right, when they showed up and they took it, I was like, I get why he's annoyed. It's not for them.
Yes.
They're over here doing door-to-door sales and like
Yeah.
knocking on the doors.
No, it's the
But then I was like, all right, you may be overreacting, but I understand why you're reacting, and that was kind of my thought process. When I saw them come back and never ring the doorbell,
Yeah.
and then ultimately just steal more shit, like they went out of their way just to
Yeah.
steal more shit from you.
Yeah. They were
Under
like, man, walking this street is hard. Let me get a snack and a drink for my efforts.
I felt like everything there was more than justified.
100%.
Well,
more than
good.
justified.
I mean,
No, I
sometimes I overreact. So I
relish.
get
I relish in your overreaction.
I do too.
I find it hilarious.
Those are my favorite.
I love it when you go
Yeah.
off, and I'm like, unjustified Troy, my favorite
It's
Troy.
validated.
That second one, when
Well, the
they
good
came
thing
back,
is about you guys is you always try to talk me down and get me to chill.
Not
And I
this-
think
not
if
this
Oh
they-
time.
wait, that's exactly
No, yeah.
opposite of what you guys do.
I think had
you're
the
throwing
first
gasoline
one
on the
only
fire.
happened, I probably would have been like, nah, Troy. But I probably would have come at it like, these motherfuckers robbed you. Like but the second one, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Troy's going to lose it.
'Cause I
And
am
actually
lucky,
thought
like-
you actually restrained yourself a little bit.
Because we don't have porch pirates. Ironically, like like the first guy like actually like waved into the camera and was like, "Thank you," and I'm like, "Thank me? You shouldn't be taking my shit, dude. Like you're here selling me crap that I already paid for." So I'm guessing he was just an idiot.
Yeah, 100%. He was 100.
That would be funny if it went viral, but I'm sure there's a million of those. Like I bet. I know other people in my neighborhood do this, so I'm sure they didn't just take my stuff. They probably took other people's stuff.
For sure.
Then they stopped by Costco, got some samples.
Yep.
Love to see the Verizon guys come grab a couple gifts off the
Yeah.
front
Baskin
porch.
Robbins, gonna taste every flavor.
Yeah.
Not buy anything.
I don't like any of them. Oh, shit.
You just tried 31 flavors.
I'm lactose intolerant. I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just quit this shit.
Now we got
yesterday.
shits.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm suing you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
knew.
gave me all that ice cream. Yeah. You son of a bitch.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, I was not happy.
No, you were fired up. And I love that because you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You're
Trying
trying to
to.
help people out. You're
Trying
showing
to.
some respect for people that look, their job is tough. Their job is tough. And with my driveway,
Yeah.
you know, I get trucks stuck because my driveway has such a steep incline right at the beginning. And if a big truck comes in that has the tailgate off the back, like the lift
Yeah.
gate, they back out and I hear that all too familiar sound. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh God. And then you wait for the next sound. And if that next sound is an engine revving and a little bit of screeching and scraping, I'm like, yep, the wheels are up. And every one of them does the same thing. They look around, they find debris, they jam it under their tire thinking it's going to be enough.
Yeah.
At which point they just shred and throw debris all over my
everywhere.
yard.
The best is you live 3 houses down from a cul-de-sac where like there's no need to pull into your driveway.
It's really not.
And your driveway's not a quarter mile, so it's not like, well, I don't want to lug this.
Can you tell? Like, I've never noticed that before. Can you tell by looking at? Because I never even pull into your driveway. Is that something they would see? Like, oh, I should not pull into that driveway.
No.
I would think someone that drives for a living
Should know, recognize
like,
that.
Now, fortunately, with the amount of trucks this year that have bottomed out into the street,
there's a nice
there's
groove.
a lot of telltale scrapes. The whole street's pristine. It was repaved last
right
year.
Yeah.
And out of mine, there's a dozen just gouges. Like I think you're aware that this may be a problem spot. And my wife, she's just brutal.
Y'all been trapped.
Oh yeah, my wife got trapped one time when she had to get my daughter from volleyball, and she's like,
Oh, I can't imagine what your wife would be like in that scenario, dude. Rightfully, in her defense, rightfully so.
no, it was gloriously uncomfortable for me watching this one go down, and I'm watching it on the Ring camera, and like because I'm like out of town, and like I can hear her, and she's like, "This is really not my problem. It's my problem because I have to get out of here, but I'm going to drive around." She's like driving through the yard, and she's like, "You're going to have to call a tow truck." He's like, "Ma'am, can I have some?" She's like, "What am I going to do?
Yeah.
You're stuck."
Luckily, she has a vehicle that could actually get off a curb, but like, how
That
frustrating
dude
to have
actually
like,
asked her to pitch in.
Oh, so the other day, a dude got stuck, and I hear it. I'm sitting on the couch, and I hear the, and then the, and I was like, "Oh, damn it!" I look outside, and sure enough, he's running off to get the debris. I know the move.
Yeah.
Throws it under the tire, shreds it all over my yard. I was like, "Yep, there's the move." And then there's the knock at the door.
You know what'll get this 6,000-pound truck unstuck? A broken tree limb out of the street. Like,
Yeah, and that's they think it every time.
yeah.
And then he comes up and he's like, "Hey man, I know better. I've been to this house before. I know I got to chalk the wheel hard to get out of here. And I was in a hurry." He's like, "It's Christmas time." And he's like, "You got like a tow rope or something with those?" Because he's like looking at my
yeah.
4Runner. He's like, "You like got a tow rope or something?
Could you
try
destroy your yard helping me out?
Yeah. Yeah. First off, I can't even get out.
Dude, I actually was ecstatic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like something Brendan would be super excited to do.
I would have slammed the door in his face.
No, like everybody's gone. It's just me. And I'm like,
Brendan's like, yes, I'm the
like-
man right now.
I actually do have toe chains. Like,
And
when-
thank you for your service.
I got to tow a giant ass truck out of my.
I think he whipped off a nice salute when he said it.
Did you feel awesome afterwards?
I felt fucking rad.
I can't believe you helped that fucking idiot.
Why would I? He was so
Christmas
grateful.
time.
He was like, that would have cost me 3 hours, and I'm on the tightest deadlines today. He's like, "Thank you so much."
Well, that's where, like, to shit on Dave's point of why they shouldn't get gifts, like, those people, they get their trucks filled, and it's like, guess when you get off work? When this fucking truck is empty. So, like, if they haven't had a meal, like, if they have to stop to eat or something, like, it's
It
just
screws them.
Yeah.
Actually, no, FedEx now in the system, when they come to our house, it's like, "Do not go in this driveway." Because there's been enough
Yeah.
incidents, and my wife has complained to the point that.
But the problem
it's
is,
in
like,
the system.
yeah, you help the guy, but he's wrecked. They wreck your street. So, like, you
Oh, it's horrible out
like,
there.
you have a low slung car that you're trying to get in. Now you're driving across grooves and ridges and.
Oh, for me, it's the electric skateboard.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
now, right before I come into my driveway, there's a little gauntlet I have to like.
watch out.
Yeah.
I got to be aware of, and
Yeah.
I'm great at that when the sun is up and I'm lucid. But 2 a.m,
both times.
I could die
When you're lucid at 2 a.m.
loose
Yeah, loose
and
is the
only running on my id.
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's where I'm going to get hurt. But yeah, I got to tow a dude out, and that felt pretty good.
How'd you get out?
I didn't have to go out. I pulled him up into the driveway.
did?
So then,
Then
he
he
could chalk
cut it
it
harder,
out.
yeah.
I got to hook him up. I was like, which truck do I use?
You were
What
so
do I
excited.
want?
I
I
know.
was. And then when I yanked that bitch out and I heard it engage and come up, I was like,
Yeah.
that was rad.
You missed a great opportunity
To do what?
to just immediately take your chains or your strap and go behind the Miata and lay down and act like that's what you were going to use?
You're like, gotcha, bitch.
That would have been great.
Oh, you want me to use one of these trucks? Nah.
I love tow chains. There was one time I went out in my Jeep and I had my chains because like it had snowed a whole bunch in this apartment complex I lived in, and so I went out and I was driving around and just finding people in ditches.
The problem is you can't do that anymore because if you mess something up, they're going to sue your ass.
Yep.
So fortunately, did not get sued in this moment. I roll up and there's this Saturn, like just down in a ditch.
Well-made
It's-
cars.
Oh,
and
they're
it's-
so well made. They hold
Yeah,
together
they-
like
yeah.
nobody's business.
And it's bad. And so I hook my shit up to the frame and I hand him the other end and he puts it on his bumper.
Yeah.
Those things were plastic.
And I go, hey,
The
man.
whole car is.
And I said to him, I said, hey, man, this isn't going to go the way you think if you hook it on the bumper. Like, you got to get on the frame. Otherwise, this could be bad. And he's like, dude, don't worry about it. Just pull it out. And I was like, okay, I'm telling you now,
Yeah.
in front of your,
should have recorded that.
your other witness. No, I had a dude with me, and he had a dude with him. And I was like, okay, I'm telling you now, this is going to end poorly. I can get you out, but you may not like the ramifications of hooking that to your bumper like that. And he's like, dude, just pull me out. Like, started giving me a little attitude. And I was like,
Okay.
I couldn't be more excited about this moment. Like, I am so fucking psyched. I was like, you're going to really want to goose it because there's not a lot of pull
Yeah.
before that thing gives up. He's like, just do it, bro. Like, started giving, I was like, great.
Ooh.
So I fucking got that thing taut and I was like, going, boom, just jammed it, ripped his whole bumper off, got him out of the snowdrift though, without his bumper. It was enough to get him going. And then he was just sitting there and I went over and was like, okay, and unhooked it.
Yeah.
I wrapped it up.
Hand him his bumper.
You're welcome.
Bumper.
I was like,
You should just keep
I warned
driving,
you.
dragging the bumper down the road. And I'm like, I see you're out. See ya.
got you. It was glorious.
What did he say?
He was like, oh man, well thanks, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
like that won't fit in your trunk. I'm gonna strap that to the roof. It was awesome. Thing was just hanging there
Yeah.
outside. It was great.
That's marvelous.
But he's the one who insisted.
Yeah.
Don't. I'm telling you, this is bad.
It's amazing when you can explain to somebody so many times how it's bad decision, what they're going to do, and they just refuse to listen.
Like your children.
Like
Yeah, but I
marriage.
get it with children.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
children don't know better, so they make bad decisions all the time. But it's adults, and they do those things.
an
You're just like, come on,
adult.
Like,
In a ditch, and I'm telling you, I'm the guy with chains, and I'm obviously driving around just yanking people out because it's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm like, you're gonna regret everything that's about to happen, and he goes, just do it. Little attitude. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
gladly, asshole.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. It was great.
yeah,
Honestly, Saturns are built so
so well.
they're perfect. They were the first ones that had the plastic shit, so it can't dent.
Yep.
It'll just
Yep.
break.
See, that you are who should get a pack of nubs for your service.
Pack of what?
Nibs,
Nibs, nubs,
I'd like.
Christmas trees.
You know what I've just rediscovered that looks a little bit like a butt plug or a Christmas tree is bugles. I had forgotten how fucking good a bugle is.
Oh, yeah.
Up your butt?
No,
Oh.
in my mouth.
Oh. After?
Ooh.
Avi.
Oh.
Cool Ranch poop flavor. No, they're so good. Like, someone had bugles the other day. I think my wife bought some bugles, like on a whim. And I was like, I had forgotten.
They're great for dipping.
How many
They're
of those?
great.
How many of those did you eat off your fingertips? Be honest.
Witch fingers.
Dude, my wife literally grabbed the girls and brought them in and was like, check this out. You could put them on your fingers and eat them off your fingers. And so at one point, like every finger in the house was covered in bugles. Everyone was running around doing their Edward Scissorhands thing. It was glorious. I think bugles are underrated. They don't get enough respect. And they got cool,
I don't really
like,
eat bugles.
have you ever had a bugle?
Yeah, I've had them. They're all right.
Take some time now that you've lived life.
This was like, so we had some guys over at my
Lord,
house with.
Spritz is turning my
oh,
stomach
it's
a
awful.
little
Yeah.
bit. No, this
And
is bad.
Troy had come over with a bunch of guys, and people brought snacks and everything. We played poker, and somebody brought bugles and like a bunch of other stuff, and somebody brought pistachios. The bag of pistachios and the bag of bugles are still sitting in there because there's just two snacks I do not eat.
No one wanted the pistachio?
No, nobody touched
bring
them.
them here.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should bring them.
You know, that's just protein.
I know. It's just
It's good for your heart. It's good for your brain.
I eat peanuts, but then I never think of eating pistachios.
Are they shelled?
I don't even open the bag.
What?
Nobody even
Do you
opened
remember
them.
in the 80s, they were all...
Pistachios are awesome, but you got
You got to
can't
work.
play cards and
Right.
Yeah, and work at them.
yeah.
Remember they were all dyed red?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
they
we get
were
on your
all dyed.
fingers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when I was little. I remember those, and I'm like, these are awful.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what I'm thinking.
You got to
of.
get past that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They taste
nowadays,
amazing.
Nowadays, none of them are red. That is weird. They were always
They
red.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It-
right.
it was
all
That's a
through
good
the
callback.
90s.
It was
Yeah.
to cover discolorations.
Yeah, because
they
they
just
are
dyed
all
'em.
different colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dyed them because they would have... I mean, if you
Some
look
are
at,
light green, some are dark.
No, the shells would
The
have
shells
like
are all
black
kinds of different
spots.
colors. Yeah,
So they
yeah.
just dyed... They just painted them all. They're
Now
out
they
of
just cover them in
Afghanistan.
salt, so you don't notice that stuff.
Now they come in like a million different flavors.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great.
Sunflower seeds.
Salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. It's the best.
You can't go wrong with salt and pepper.
I have some like barbecue ones that are amazing.
I love a good pistachio.
All right, I'll have to bring the bag of pistachios over
Yeah,
next time.
bring them by. Bring them by. Make for good pod. Be good. Troy, I do want to give a little shout out to you because I see that every year you do something exceptionally kind of honorable
Yep.
during the holidays.
Oh, I was
And-
like, where's this going?
He feeds Verizon employees.
And we want to give you your
And
flowers for that.
neighborhood kids.
No. You played Santa again this year, and I think, once a year we do, all of us, do our part for M4K, and we talk about that, and we act like we're like, well, look at us, we're good people, we're philanthropic, and the truth is we just give like 1 month. But like you've kind of gone above and beyond, and I'm gonna give you your flowers, but I would let you tell the circumstances to you playing Santa, and kind of how that works. Unless you want me to tell it.
No, I can tell it. Kind of just happened by chance 3 years ago. This is my third year doing it. One of our organizations, Richmond Friends of the Homeless, that we partner with M4K, they do a lot. They do a whole lot for homeless people in the area. They feed them all the time. I think they do daily lunches at this church. And a few years ago, one of our board members hit me up or hit the group up, and they were like, "Hey, so and so, I think had COVID or was sick, couldn't make it. Is anybody interested in being Santa?" And I was like, "I've been Santa before," so I was like, "Sure, I'll do it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Well, bring the family." So we got to go as a family and do a Christmas lunch for the homeless, and I play Santa. And the kids, actually, we got there, and we only spend a few hours doing it. It's really not a lot. What we get back is more than the amount of effort that goes into it. But we get there hour and a half early. People donate gifts and stuff, and all the kids of all the volunteers, they separate all the gifts into ages and sexes and all that stuff, and they play my elves, and they dress up, and then there's a whole bunch of cooks that prepare all the food. So my wife is in the food line, and usually one of my sons helps, and they pass out the food, and I play Santa, and a bunch of kids come up to me, and I just talk to them and find out their name and age. Can't really ask them what they want because chances are we don't have
get
it.
it,
but
I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, "Santa, I'd like a PS5." And you're
Yeah.
like, "Here's an Etch-a-Sketch, beat it."
I did give some kids, their gift bags, and they're like, "Don't forget to come tomorrow," because we did Christmas Eve, and bring my whatever. And I was like, "Huh, what?" Like, "Oh, you just got a bag full of stuff. I don't know what to tell you."
But these are kids that genuinely may not get anything for Christmas.
Right.
I would assume so, but honestly, I don't know how they vet them, so I don't know. Some
But
people
these
are
are-
ashamed. Yeah,
These are homeless kids.
I assume
Parents
so.
are homeless.
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
We hope
There
so.
is a very good chance that these kids aren't getting anything.
Right.
And when I heard that you do this, it kind of blew my mind, man.
It's-
You're really getting to actually play Santa. This isn't like some mall Santa bullshit. Like they're getting a gift,
Yeah.
and it may literally be the only gift they get for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
It's really cool. That's awesome you do that.
It's easy for me. I mean, really, I do the least amount. I mean, I get to play the hero, but I don't do a lot of the work. But
That's
it's
gotta
definitely
feel pretty fucking
it's
good.
pretty awesome. And really, the best part is just my kids seeing like,
Yep.
oh,
Yeah, but
like this is for real.
you know, what you're teaching them in those moments
Yeah.
is greater than anything I've taught my kids during the holiday season. You know what I mean? Like, my kids are getting fucking Billie Eilish perfume. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're getting
Yeah, and
whatever they want.
we brought 2 other kids this year with us, and their parents want to come too. But really, we have so many parents, we don't need it. But I brought a couple extra elves, and they helped out. So it's pretty rewarding.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. That's why I brought it up. I wanted to at least bring it up here and just say thanks for doing that kind of stuff, man.
Well, I appreciate
Absolutely.
the love. It's fun, and you know, like to do more. Like to do more for more organizations.
You
It's,
genuinely
pretty
do, though.
rewarding.
Yeah. Like, you wanna do that. I
between
want to-
November and December, you do a lot.
I'm looking to like get away with like the least amount to still be a good human.
No, you do a lot in November.
I do, and I try to. My big thing every year is I go to the record store and I buy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
bought.
Did you do that this year?
This year, right?
I did.
How'd it go?
I did. I think it went pretty well. Album prices are up, so I had to
Yeah.
get 2 $40 gift cards.
I was gonna
this
say,
time.
be careful who you want to buy. So you just do it. You did it anonymously this year. Don't some years you just go up to people and you're like, oh, I see your.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
I like saw a kid looking at a Fugazi album, and he was like, "This is my favorite album," to his friend, and he didn't have any money. And he was like, "I wish I could get this," and I was like, "Oh man, kid, come here, you're getting this."
Yeah.
Like I went and bought it for him, and then that's what kind of started it. Now I literally just go up there and I wait till there's no line, and I buy whatever I'm buying. And I go, "Yo, I need 2 $40 gift cards," and then they start to fill them out. I go, "No, don't fill them out. Just the next 2 people in line who come up." Just
What if
say,
they
"Hey,
don't need
here's,
it?"
Here's $40.
You-
I don't know. This
Yeah.
way, it's that's why I get 2 because I figure my odds are good.
Yeah.
You could get them and hand them to people.
I could, but then it's like I don't want to be. I want to walk out.
You don't want the recognition. You just want to know that you did a good deed, but don't
And
need
get the fuck out.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but
I like that.
I'd also be down to like look for the less fortunate.
I got
Yeah, it's
lucky
just
last year. A kid
Tough
came
to tell
out.
that these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to like assume something.
Yeah.
But if you give it to a kid,
Yeah.
the kids always appreciate
So
it.
I got very lucky last year. A kid came out.
Yeah.
And he was so excited. He called he was calling his
Yeah.
parents, and he was like, "Somebody just did this. Like this was great."
Yeah.
Like he was, and I got to hear it from across the street and see it and still be anonymous. This year, I did see some like disheveled looking dude who was he was a stag fi.
Yeah.
So stag fi meaning she's too good for you. Like his girl was hot. He was kind of a turd, and I know he came up as he was, and I was like, I was kind of happy actually.
Yeah.
that he was going to get it because he didn't look like he had a lot going on. But yeah, that
Well,
stuff.
if his girl's too good for him, he doesn't need any more.
That's
handouts.
right.
That's true.
Yeah, he's getting.
That's true. He's already doing well.
Look at Dave shitting on your good deed.
Jesus Christ.
But my good deed is literally like it's a throw. I just throw money at it. You put time, effort. That was my whole point. Is that I appreciate
Hey,
what you
good
do,
deeds
man.
are good deeds.
That's right.
I mean,
There's-
buying people stuff is nice. Like I don't do a lot of that, so I mean, it's always nice when you go up to buy your coffee or get your biscuit
then
and
you
somebody
need the next
bought
part.
it for you.
I've
know,
done that a
that's-
bunch where it's like, hey, the person before you bought this, I was like, all right, here's $15 for whoever's next.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's very Canadian.
Oh, is that what they do?
Oh, you haven't heard about these like Tim Hortons lines?
Oh, I think I vaguely know.
Tim
you
Hortons
say it.
is the donut coffee
Yeah,
shop
yeah,
up
yeah.
there. It's like their Dunkin'. And there's Tim Hortons that have had ones go for like 30 days in a row where like every damn Canadian goes, yep, and just does it.
But what if you're going to buy yourself a coffee and a donut, and then you have to buy somebody who's buying
For the
an
office.
office?
That's why I always just say, here, $15 or whatever for the
Yeah.
next person.
Yeah, just keep it moving. Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to do it. Not whatever it is. Here's 15
Yeah.
towards it.
The person behind you has 6 kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a what's that? I think you should leave or whatever. That the comedian guy. What is it? Netflix show.
I think
What's
you
the
should
guy-
leave.
No, what's
That
the?
one.
It's anyway. The skit is he does that. He like.
Oh, he
goes-
races around.
Yeah, he races around. He's like, there's one person behind him, and then he races around. He's like, 55 fries, 55 burgers, 55 onion rings.
Yeah. He's like, you fucked it up. Someone cut him off. He's like, no.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
I don't. I
You know
know
what I'm
exactly.
talking about.
I do, but I can't.
His comedy's real awkward.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's not. It's not coming.
He's in the show The Detroiters, too. That's another one of his shows.
I was just looking down over there.
What time is it? Oh, we're there.
It's an hour 24.
Pretty good.
Considering how much they paid.
Hey, real quick, what's everybody doing? We're doing this on New Year's Eve. Has anybody got any cool plans? I do not, as per usual. I got some kids partying at my house.
I don't really. I got a neighbor having a party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I think we talked about that. Maybe we did talk
I'm
about
gonna go
this.
to that, and then I'm coming back here. hanging
Yeah.
out. But
think-
I got a dope plaid tracksuit.
Plaid.
Pretty
tracksuit.
fucking excited about.
Nice.
For New Year's? That wouldn't have been a Christmas tracksuit?
No, it's not Christmas colors. It's
Ah.
New Year's.
Okay.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. Can't wait to
Just-
see it.
It look like the Colin Farrell, like the gentleman. Like this is a ridiculous tracksuit. I couldn't be more excited because you want to get dressed up for New Year's. You want to wear something special. So matching pants, matching shirt. You know.
Huh. I think I've got fraternity brothers from college that's hosting something at his house. So there's going to be probably like 10 or 11 of us that all went to college together hanging out. That
Nice.
with their wives and significant others. Should be fun. Was fun last year. Not super exciting.
There you go.
Dave,
There's-
you usually do something cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's-
follow.
That's nice.
Follow.
Like, that's a fucking beaut.
Ooh.
Plaid.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful tracksuit.
Yeah.
I am going to look real sharp.
It's like Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I was going for a Burberry plaid. kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
Burberry. That's what it looks
And then
like.
I found that. It was like $50 to my door. Don't mind if I do.
It's cheap compared to the Malort Spritz I just paid
Yeah.
for.
And it's cheap compared to the Adidas tracksuits I've been buying, which are like legitimate expensive. This is a genuine Hawaii Jang.
Ooh, sounds nice.
Well, so what about you, Dave? What are you doing tomorrow night?
I'm gonna follow Brendan to a record store and get in line behind him.
Oh,
Get
hey.
$40 off.
Oh, hey. What are you doing here? What a coincidence.
He'll be hiding in the corner with like a hat on.
What a coinky
Yeah.
dink.
They'll see him pay for the gift card and run up there to make sure he's
Race
the next
up
person
after
in
me.
line.
Yell at
Well
somebody.
played.
Wait, I'm doing something here.
Get Joy in line behind me for the second gift card.
I don't know this lady at all.
Nope.
Meet you outside.
They'll be in guys.
Well played, Dave. The rich get richer.
That's right.
Well, I mean, you're in a music store. Like, give them to Troy to hand out to the homeless kids. Like some 12-year-old
Yeah,
kid
like
get
they got a record
$40 for a record.
That's what they need. They need Snoop Doggy style on,
Give them a
on vinyl.
Visa card.
You should go buy all the like $2 records and just hand them out.
Ooh.
Here you go.
Be the
Here you
record
go.
guy. Just walking around giving out records.
Just standing out on the street.
For like albums no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Unless the mom's hot. Then you're like, Dave Matthews.
Pearl Jam.
Hooking it up. Actually, yeah, that's my first step. Like, see if they get excited. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Noted. They go, thank you. I'm like, yeah. What's up?
I'm here for a record. Huh. You're my gal.
You seem all right. I like that low voice of yours. You smoke cigarettes, huh?
Do you want a Christmas tree? I know a guy.
Isn't that the truth?
Free Christmas tree with every record purchase.
Yeah. You just see if their eyes light up. The
Yeah.
right record, her eyes light up.
Yep.
Then you hand her that Christmas tree, her eyes light up. You go, this is going
That's a
great.
keeper.
Yeah. Lock her up.
You won't be homeless for long.
It's the Aruba way. Well, Merry Christmas
Yeah,
and
that's
Happy
right.
New Year's to
Happy New
everybody.
Year.
Happy Hanukkah. This is we're on
Yeah.
like the
Right, happy
fifth day of
Hanukkah, that's
Hanukkah
right.
now. I believe.
Day 6.
Day 6.
Yeah.
It's all right. I got
Two
a
more
Hanukkah
days.
gift tonight. I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited about that. Things are looking up. Yeah, hopefully everyone had a good New Year's and you didn't get caught up in amateur hour.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Be careful out there. Don't drive. Uber is a good thing.
Uber's a very good thing. These people need
New
to make
Year's
their money.
Eve, the night where everybody in Richmond pays to go to the same bar they get into free every other night of the year.
Yes, but I'm going to pay more tonight.
Yes.
And I'm going to wear a plaid tracksuit.
I guarantee
Yes, you are.
you they don't thank the cops for their service either.
Not on New Year's
Not
Eve.
on New Year's.
Nope, it is a little different on New Year's Eve. And the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And St. Patrick's Day. Those are the
Ooh, those are the three big ones.
those are the
And
three.
Halloween.
No, Halloween, thank
Halloween
you.
a big
Thank
one.
you. No, thank you.
Valentine's Day.
Nope, thank you for your service. I'm 362 days a year thanking them for their service. That's how I roll. Speaking of thanking them for their
And
service.
every Friday night. And
Thank-
also Saturday night.
Jeez.
And most Thursday nights.
Downer Dave's back.
Gosh, the bar's in my yard. Fuck, Dave.
Oh, yeah, Sundays. I forgot about those too.
Can you grow the mustache back for next week?
Please. So
I like that, Dave.
he's a very cranky man.
I do stand by the mustache worked.
Yeah.
Oh, for Dave?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
yeah.
look great.
100%. You look
Yeah.
great.
It's a lot of work to a diet, though.
Was it that much work?
I mean, you had to like stand there in front of a mirror and
Oh,
brush this
dye
thing.
it. I was like, don't you dye it.
Definitely not working a diet.
That's so different. DYE space IT. Way different.
Sometimes I take the Whoppers off the Whopper.
I'm on a diet. Just give me a double Whopper. Hold the malt balls.
On the side, please.
Yeah, so I could just have a couple.
Not an animal.
Fucking willpower on this guy.
Yeah.
When he said diet, I was like, what? That's not it at all. That's not. It's just so foreign. I don't get that at all. Oh, let's not go back to that. I don't want the Duke to cry. Jag off.
Duke's a sensitive man.
He is, apparently. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in week and week out. We do appreciate your service.
Happy New Year.
I will say it was funny that a month ago, Joy was like, Dave, I think you're becoming the new Stu. These guys are really tearing into you. I'm like, pshaw, woman. You don't know what you're talking about.
Pshaw, which is code for you're right.
I think every time.
That was Adam, not me. I don't do that bullshit.
That was
I think
poor
every
Dave.
time
Inside
someone's not
joke.
here, they do get raked over the coals.
That is tradition.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
A tradition like no other.
That's right. So, oh yeah, you're not here? Burn.
To be fair, Dave dumps on himself more than we could ever dump on
When
him.
Brendan's not here, we have
We don't
Lee
podcast.
like with tears in his eyes,
yeah,
like,
that
"Oh my
was-
God, you're
that was a
the
little
best
sappy.
in everything you've ever done in your life."
But that was one time.
One
Yeah.
time.
Look, if I start missing them all the time,
Yeah.
trust me, you fuckers will turn on me quick. I get it. Most of the time, turn on me right
Yeah, it
here.
was like usually it's every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start missing them a lot. This shit's over because I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the eject button.
Dude, none
Give
of
me
us-
a reason.
Fingers on it, just waiting.
If you need some Christmas trees, CNC work, head over to Rock Dingo Woodcraft.
We have a new sponsor.
That's right.
OnlyFans.
If you need sunglasses, head over to Nectar Sunglasses and drop ITPH in the coupon code. You'll get 20% off of your sunglasses. And if you need a mortgage, well, there will be no discounts on that.
Unfortunately.
No.
That was the plug. Screen Door Mortgage.
You'll get ace customer service, though.
Ace customer service, that much I can
And a Yeti.
guarantee.
And the Yeti.
Maybe.
And we're still working on the screen door package.
Yes, which would be very nice. Very nice. Yeah. In fact, let's do that. Tell Jimmy at Screen Door Mortgage that you came from inside the Pout House, and he will put a screen door on your new home.
That's on your home.
I think that would be fair.
Oh gosh.
That would be fair.
It's fair. I don't know if he agrees. This has not been discussed with Screen Door Mortgage, but here we are making promises, writing checks we're not going to cash.
That's right.
If you have topics, send them in insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. These fucking turds are going to ruin my spread.
No, it's 3.5.
No, they're going to go for 2.
Josh
Oh, we have to be-
Dobbs.
That'll be
is it?
4.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We'll see how this goes. Never mind.
Okay. No football.
Yeah, no football. We're not watching a game here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next. Oh, yeah. If you have too much Venmo money, send it over to Troy. What's that?
At Inside the Pout House
That's the one.
on Venmo.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That looked like it might not have been a
I
touchdown.
agree.
That's why I kept looking back and got distracted. That's a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, sucks to suck. Pay your fare. We're all getting rich tonight, boys.
Sealy had the running back for Detroit, so he crushed me.
Oh.
Oh, come all ye. Oh!
What just happened?